refinishing Scotty Cameron putters can get extremely expensive. There's people out there and companies out there that will do it for you. It's going to cost you upwards of $300 to $400 to have custom paint, paint fill, all of that stuff done. But I'm going to show you how I did mine for under $100, and I didn't do everything myself. I still outsourced a lot of the work.
Be the right club today. Yes!
What's going on, guys? G2 here with 3 Putt Bogey. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back to the channel. If you are new and just found us, well, welcome to the community. Today I am going to show you, it's going around shorts and TikToks of all of these amazing finishers that are refinishing Scotty Cameron putters. And yes, there is an art to this. It is expensive, and if you've got the money to put in to have someone do it from beginning to end, that's great. It's going to cost you upwards of $400 to $450, maybe even $500, depending on what you're getting done. And you put that into the cost of a Scotty Cameron on top of, now you're talking about $1,000 putter, $1,000 investment. But I'm going to show you how I refurbished, refinished, repaint schemed, repaint filled my Scotty Cameron Futura CB putter for under $100. I did a lot of the work myself, but I also sent out to have some professionally things done to my putter that I normally could have done, but I just didn't have the time. I just wanted it to be perfect, and all of that cost me under $100. So if you're just finding us, hit the like button, leave a comment. We love replying back to you. I love to hear about your experiences and things that you've done with your golf gear and tips and tricks that you may have picked up along the way. Just helps me, helps our community, just be a little bit more informative. YouTube has also started this thing called Hype. It is just a way for smaller channels like us to become more visible outside of our normal algorithm methods that they use. To do that, you simply give us hype votes, and the more hype votes we get, the more we show up on other people's feeds. Simply just watching your video on your phone like this, turn it like that, and swipe, and right where the comments is, just swipe over to the next dot. You'll see hype. Give us those hype points. I would greatly appreciate it. And yeah, let's get back into the whole purpose of this video. Now, this is going to be a 2-part video because I don't like putting out videos that are 20 minutes long if I can avoid it. So we're going to do this in 2 sections. First section is going to go over the disassembly, the preparation process, how I decided what colors I was going to do. And then when we get back into part 2, we are going to have the returned back from our professionally painted product. We're going to put it together, we are going to paint fill, and we're going to assemble it and show it to you. So first things first, you got to have a theme as to what you want to do for your putter. Now you can use things that you see like these, I'll flash on the screen here, just general ideas to kind of get the juices flowing. So once you've kind of established what you want to do, okay, you need to find the paint. Now the paint is very specific for this. You can't just use a rattle can Rust-Oleum and do something like that. I suppose you can. It's not going to last very long, but there is a product out there, and I have used this product for probably the last 15 years on golf clubs, but primarily it started when I was doing gunsmithing, and it's called Cerakote. All right, here we go. So this is Cerakote.com. Now, Cerakote is a thin film ceramic coating. It's used primarily on firearms and handguns because of the durability is just absolutely unmatched against anything else. If this can hold up to the abuse that a firearm gets, your putter is going to be fine. I promise. Where we start here is we want to go and look at some of the pictures here, and they'll show you here, like, you know, paint schemes and things like that, maybe to help you get an idea as to what you want to do. It's literally comes in thousands of colors that you can do. So once you've got kind of your paint scheme that you want to do, now you want to go ahead, look at some of the coatings. So they come in three kinds of coatings that you want to use. For me, I found the best coating is this H series coating right here. Now this is one of the hardest coatings, but it also allows for multiple shine finishes, so you can have gloss, semi-gloss, flat, matte, whatever it is that you want. And you can see the colors here, you can pick, I mean, there's tons. For me, I was going with a Joker theme. I love the Joker, always have loved the Joker in Batman. So I first started with the purples. So what kind of purples do I think that I would like that would go primarily for my theme? And I went and I picked the H332 called the Perplexed. Then I needed to decide for a black, so I went to the blacks here. And I know from just using this for firearms, one of the best blacks, if you like a low shine, is this Armor Black. So that's the other one that I picked. Now you can get free swatches from them. They will send them to you in the finish that you desire, and you can kind of use them as a template to figure out if it's the color that you want. The swatches are free. They charge $10 to ship them to you. So that's really the only cost that you have in terms of figuring out the right color. Now, if you want to get a color, you can order these, and I suggest that you do. So once you've decided which color that you want, you're going to order what's called a sample. A sample is the only thing that you're going to need. It's more than enough paint. You could probably do 75 putters on the size of a sample, and that costs you $35. So now on to the putter. Here is my Scotty Cameron Futura 5CB mallet putter. This is going to be the one that we're going to do. I like to take the shaft off of the putter head. One, it saves on shipping. You don't need to ship a shaft, and we all know how to do that. So this is just a quick scan of it, pre-sandblasting and obviously pre-Cerakoting. And it was professionally done black about 6 years ago, and it's still in pretty good shape. So we're just going to take these Allen screws out of the sole plate. It's about 5 of them all in all. Just go slow. You don't want to strip the threads here. So if you need to use a torch or anything to heat them up, go ahead and do that. And don't forget to put them someplace safe. So we've got a Scotty Cameron wrench here, weight wrench, bought it on Amazon, $14. You don't need to buy the one from Scotty Cameron for $80. This works perfectly fine. We're going to take the weights out. Again, put them with our screws, and then underneath there we have 2 little screws holding everything together. Again, I like to use a little heat just in case you're using any kind of thread locker or anything like that. Just helps loosen them up, make sure we don't strip those heads or those screws. And with those out, we can take everything apart. There's our sole plate, our top plate, and our body. And looking at the sole plate, looks pretty good. How grass gets underneath the weight port just blows my mind. The top sole plate and then our body, everything looks great. This should be a pretty easy project. 3 pieces. The body and the top sole plate are going to go into this H190 Cerakote in Armor Black. And we're going to go on a low sheen because we don't want any glare. And then the sole plate is going to be in this H332 Perplexed to stay with our Joker theme. So with the putter taken apart, our colors have been decided. The next thing we need to do is have the part fully sandblasted and cleaned. But I have a company that I use, that I outsource for sandblasting and refinishing, and that is K&J Metal Refinishers out of Mentor, Ohio. I have used them exclusively. They do amazing work. They are extremely fast, and their prices are fantastic. So to get this putter completely sandblasted, and he actually did an engraving for me, which I'll show you, it was $35. So for $35, my putter is completely ready to receive the Cerakote coating. So all in all, this took maybe about a week for me to get. Cost me $35. You can see the sandblasting looks absolutely great. That's what you have to do in order to make sure that Cerakote gets a great adhesion and durability to your product. He even did the weights for me. And you can see on the bottom of the sole plate, right underneath the Futura, he actually engraved G2 in there for me. We are ready to send it out to be professionally Cerakoted. How do you find someone who does Cerakote? So when we go back to the Cerakote website, you're going to go to Find Applicator. And here they're going to show you all of the professional and certified Cerakote applicators that are in your area. And you simply go through, find the one that you like, give them a call, ask them what their turnaround is going to be, how much would they charge for a product, and then also ask them about the paint color, because if they don't have the paint color, they're going to need to get it, right? Which is why I suggest you just buy the paint color yourself. And this will ensure that your product is done 100% professionally and correct. Cerakote is very, very specific in terms of how the application has to be handled, what temperature the product needs to be cured at once it's done. The epoxy to paint mix determines the sheen and finish that you'll get. So if you want something matte or something high gloss, the mix is different. These guys know how to do it. It's going to get you the best possible product in the end. So that's where we are right now. The putter has been disassembled. It has been sandblasted. Cost me $35 to have it sandblasted. I contacted my local Cerakote professional. I actually was able to drive up to him. It was about an hour drive. I dropped it off. He had it back to me in 5 days, and he charged me $45 to do it. I did buy the paint ahead of time. I gave it to him because it's weird colors. You know, these gun manufacturers, when they're doing Cerakote like this, they typically have your standard black, olive drab, tan, browns. They don't really have these funky, boutique kind of colors. So ask them which ones do they have, which would be easier for you to buy it and bring it to them, or for them to order it. And when they do the Cerakote, they're going to re-sandblast it. They're going to clean it. They're going to do all of the stuff needed for the proper prep for the application of the Cerakote. So that's where we are. The product is Cerakoted. It is sitting right over here. I am not going to show it yet because that is going to be the final and second installation of this video. Until next time, make sure that you swing as hard as you can, just in case you hit the ball. G2 out.